Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Filipino Toy Collectors Worldwide. My name is Andy, and for today's episode, I'll be showing you my comic haul that I bought before the comic show. So I went to CA Toys and also Comic Book Addiction just to check what they have. So during the time, I bought a couple of books where I think, wait a second, sorry, the one I got here is from the show, so wrong stack. It's the one here. It's the one I got from. So actually I did get a bunch of cool books that I want to share with you guys. So there's a few dollar bins and there's a few stuff that I find cool, and I had to, I mean, the prices are pretty decent. It's not that bad. So anyway, so these books are from CA Toys. So let's start with Robotech, and this is Robotech 1, Return of Macross. So I actually don't have an idea about this one, but I checked eBay and it was actually doing pretty good. So since I noticed that this one is a really good copy, like it looks like it's not even open or read. It's pretty mint condition, pretty clean, very fine to mint condition. I'm just careful of, you know, as much as possible touching it or holding it with my fingers, because I don't want it to have any finger marks that will lower the grade. But this is something where I can do. I don't think it needs cleaning. It's still clean. I think all it needs is press, just some really good pressing. So this one is, I believe, from the 90s. So okay, let's start with this first, and then let's start from the bottom. And then the second one I got is this. I found it in the dollar bins actually. It's the Ashcan of Wetworks, and this one is in pretty good shape. Actually, I was thinking of getting one on eBay because it wasn't that bad. Like the value of this right now is not so high, but I found it in that $2 bin. So it's good to have one. So this is a good buy for me because I do like Wetworks, and there's a time that not a time, but Will Spartasio always attend Fan Expo, so there's a big chance that I'll see him there and have it signed. So and take a picture with him. Anyways, the next one I got is this is my second copy, G.I. Joe Special Missions #1. So it's from the 80s as well, and it's a newsstand, which is great. So this is my second copy, and I am thinking of bringing this to the Philippines when I go back and probably try to sell it. Yeah, it's in pretty good shape. Well, there's some, you know what, probably not pretty good shape. It's probably mid-grade, lower mid-grade, but it's not bad to own one. So this is something where I can like try and sell in the Philippines. And for the third book, I got a Red Sonja book. This is probably late 80s or early 90s. It's Red Sonja #1. I do have the first, the first issue of this one from I think the 70s, and I have it back home. But it's good to have this one too. It's I think it's a limit, 1 in a 2 issue limited series, it says here. So yeah, so I should have bought the second one, because if it's a 2-part limited series, I should have forgotten the other one. I saw the other one there, but I didn't get it because I didn't know it's just a 2 issue limited series. But anyway, it's good to have it, and you know, it's a newsstand version as well, which makes it better. Now the next one I got is, I mean, this one I have a couple of this already, but I do want to have another Wildcats one, and this one is in pretty good shape. I think this one will will reach at least a 9 to 9.4. Not bad, but you know, I heard that Wildcats is coming back, so it's good to have it. Then this one here, as I was checking their bins with all the keys and stuff, so I found this one, which is Deadpool #1. So this is the first Mark Waid at Marvel. So and I just want to turn. I just bought it for $15. So there's no spine ticks, or maybe there's one tiny one, but it needs pressing for sure because I can see some waviness here. The staples are okay. There's no spine stress or anything. The corners are good. I don't see any dent squeezes or anything like that. So it's a pretty good book. All it needs is a good press, and I think, well, depends who's pressing it, but hopefully when I learn it, I'm thinking of learning pressing, so hopefully I can do it next time. So right now it's more like you know, preparing myself, understanding what it is, and maybe when I have all the equipment I need, that's the good time to start, because I am thinking of cleaning comics as well, which I find that it's not that difficult because I've been watching a lot of like tutorial videos, and there's also like some really good books from Amazon that you can buy for pressing and cleaning. And there's also like even the lights for lightening the color of pages, the ones used for aquariums. There's ones that is good for comic books with the right amount of light, and that one is good too. I'm thinking of purchasing that once I get a better idea of how to go about this stuff. So anyway, yeah, Deadpool, first Mark Waid, working on Marvel, so it's pretty good. So before the last one, I found this on the counter. It's an old Conan Barbarian. It's like a, what do you call it? It's a Marvel Treasury Edition. It's the big one, and it is, if I'm not mistaken, it's from the 80s or 70s. It's a copy of the old Conan number 15 from 1977. This is really cool. So I got this because of I think it's good to have it you know, here displayed here at the back. Conan is such a cool character for me. So so the last one I bought from CA Toys is Punisher 1. So this is not the very first, I mean, this is the long running what do you call this, storyline, but the first appearance is from Spider-Man 129. So I think this is a must for all collectors. I got for $30, and there's actually one even more than this, but the thing is, I picked the one that has the newsstand mark. So it's, I think it's in fine to very fine, but for sure it's gonna be hard to reach 9.8 for this one. I mean, the corners are good and everything. There's 2 tick marks, but I see some color breaking where, you know, where the Punisher's black costume there. I see one there, and I think it needs a lot of cleaning. I can see that the Punisher might need a little bit of cleaning, the white parts. But spine wise, yeah, there's one tick here. It looks like the staples are good. They're lining up well. The way they cut the thing is good too. It's not like it's offset or anything. So I don't know, like it might need like a good press and then send it off to CGC. So this is the last book that I got from CA Toys. So then after CA Toys, I had the whole Saturday to look around, so I thought like maybe I should go to Comic Addiction, Comic Book Addiction, which is another store near the Oshawa area, and also they are one of the big boys here in Ontario when it comes to comics. They have a lot of cool comic books, a lot of like high-end comic books. Well, they have everything. Like if AF-15, like a couple of them, different grades, low to high grade. They have a lot of comic books basically. So anyway, so these are the books that I got from Okay, so these are the books that I got from Comic Book Addiction. So let's start off with the dollar bin. I went to the dollar bin just to see what they have, and I found a Supergirl #1. I have the original Supergirl #1 from the 70s, her own series, and also I think it was the early 90s, and then I have this one. This one is a $1.50 book, so it's probably around the late 90s. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with this one. I only have the first issue, the very first issue, and the second one. So this is the third, I guess. I just bought it because it's in the dollar bin, and it's a #1. So yeah, so this is the first one I got there. The second one is, oh, I got another one from the dollar bin. Actually, Superboy #1. This is the New Adventures of Superboy. This is 40 cents, so this is around the 80s. Oh no, actually like 70s probably. And it's pretty cool. I seen this a lot, so it's good to have it. I have Superboy #1 from the 1940s, actually, from the Golden Age, and that one is graded 5, which is actually one of my holy grails. Then another cool book that I got there is the first issue of Rocket Raccoon. As you guys know, earlier this month, I did an unboxing, and I got the Hulk. Oh my god, I forgot the number. It's the first appearance of Rocket Raccoon. So I just feel like I need to get the first issue of Rocket Raccoon, and I got this for $50, which is pretty good. And a 9.8 of this is not bad. The book is pretty good. It's just have this a little bit of waviness here, so it needs good pressing for sure. Cleaning wise, it looks pretty clean. Like all the white areas are clean. Looks like it doesn't really need much, but maybe just like go through it with cotton and maybe like the eraser, just like a light roll. And I don't see any spine ticks. This is a pretty good oh wait, there is a little bit of dent, just a small dent here, but I think pressing might be able to fix it. And there's just a little bit of not wear, but maybe it's something like when it touches the shelf all the time before having it put inside a mylar. So the grade that says here is very fine, so it's a pretty high grade comic book. Once it's pressed, it's probably around the 9.2, 9.4. So yeah, Rocket Raccoon #1. So this one is probably from the 80s. Yeah, it's around the 80s, so 75 cents. So yeah, it's around the 80s. Yeah, so that's the third book I got. And then I only have 2 books left, and I was just digging through the Silver Age bins that they have, and yeah, I mean, they're discounted 50%, so why not? So I got a Tales of Astonish #54 for $20, and this one is, I checked it, it's a key, it's a mid key, maybe, oh no, maybe a lower key. It's not really like something special, but of course having Silver Age comics is still good, especially if you buy them cheap. And then I got a Daredevil, which is lower mid grade. This is a #9. Daredevil. I think the reason why they sold this cheap is because this is $40, but it was like 50% off, so I got it for $20. Because there's like drawing of a mustache there, which is kind of funny, but I think I may be able to remove that. So this is something where I might need to challenge myself to remove it anyway, or if not. Oh, I just noticed this now. I didn't notice this before. There's a stamp. Oh my god. This might put this to a green label, green label actually, but it's okay. So anyway, guys, if you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get updated all the time. So the next episode, I have this stack here that I got from the show. Anything that I have that you want me to showcase or unbox or do a review on, like, it doesn't have to be comic books. Yeah, I do a lot of toys too. Toys, actually I restarted with toys. It's just now that I'm in my comic phase. So yeah, there's a bunch of toys. I can, maybe next time I'll do this one, right? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and peace.